I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the 49ers. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football. For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just one 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see a season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for Jay Ajayi and the Dolphins next season.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Starters defensively for the 49ers, new coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates with the San Francisco 49ers. I think both have played well in their short time in the league, but they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense, Antoine Bethea. And I think you can build around him as well. Get some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tannehill on first down. And caught by Cameron right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry with an acrobatic catch. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Hyde. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kaepernick going to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Partner, I like Carlos Hyde coming out of Ohio State because I like the way that he would run inside and bodies would just scatter when he got through there. A very strong, aggressive runner inside.
Finished just shy of 1,000 with 988. If you're a back, how much does that hurt?
It hurts a lot, and then you want to talk to the official scorer at home and say, you couldn't find 12 more yards for me somewhere?
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Drone on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Kaepernick now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And back to the ground, Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Quinn Patton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Second down following the run. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. Second down, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got his man. It's Williams. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Jeremy Curley is deep to return for the 49ers. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andre Branch bench. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's now 4th and 3.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And caught by Cameron right side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like
Jay's going to go. The 20, 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And Frank's kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Ajay hit. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. From the gun on third down. Kaepernick. Step out. He can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They run with Ajayi. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They hand off to their big tight end. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Landry now in motion right. This is Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In motion left here, Landry. Now it's Ajayi. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On On second down, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Back to throw, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll push his way up. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the offense gets set for play number 15 on this drive. It has been a long, long stanza for this unit. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close the game out.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.